This video powered by Radical Achievers. Mr. Lin, who can't withstand from beating, escaped into the elevator. At this moment, a group of gangsters didn't want him to let him go. So they also rush into the elevator. They dragged Mr. Lin out by grabbing his hair. These young man was surrounded by more than 50 people. Coming to the 4th floor of the nightclub, 2 or 3 men hinted at Mr. Lin entering. They planned to siege him under door closing. Close the door and strike him. Be hostile inside the room. How awful. So many people struck a man. After beating him, they left there by pretending alright. At midnight, Mr. Lin's father received a call for help from his friend, saying, he is almost dead. The father hurried to the scene and sent him to the hospital. At that time my son's head and face were very swollen. So distressed. The son, suffering from serious head injury and blood stasis, was in a coma for a time. Now he was weakly lying on the hospital bed. The devastated father cried bitterly in the hospital. His status is very unique. He is LIN Hui-Chin, the producer of Cape No. 7, the most popular local-made film 8 years ago. The process of medical treatment in the hospital. In the year of 2016, September 25th, serious head injury, September 25th to October 5th, hospitalizing for 10 days. The doctor asked to video the patient's outbreak of illness. The diagnosis that breaks the father's heart. Symptoms: violent tendency, memory fragments, and inability to self-control. Diagnosis: a cureless disease by modern medicine. Schizophrenia. Disability certificate. The symptoms lasted about 2 years and he can only relied on tranquilizers. The father had not worked on a piecework basis for 3 years. And he'd already spent millions NT dollars. He also sought help from Chinese, Western medicine and health supplements. His only hope was his son could get better. The doctor said, "Do not feed your son indiscriminately. There is no any medicine for brain damage." The son said it's useless to try anything. Can you just give it up? January 10, 2019. The attempt on DAMMARANE. Give dad another chance, okay? The result, after taking the first high-dose severe headache. A week later, fragmented memories gradually turn clear, and own thoughts and behaviors can be controlled. A month later, a miracle happened. After continuously consuming for 1 month, making a recovery for 80%, ordinary diet, natural greeting, regular living. Photographing on May 3, 2019. Hello everyone, I am the producer of Cape No. 7, LIN Hui-Chin. Today I want to thank manager Zhang and Dr. Liu. They gave my son the chance to be reborn. And also I would like to thank Andrew D., the marketing consultant of Yoaster. He invited me to share the products of DAMMARANE to you guys. As you can see from the video, after my son was beaten by mistake, he got severe brain injury and had violent tendency, memory fragments, and inability to self-control. The symptoms is schizophrenia by medical diagnosis. The cureless diseases by modern medicine. He can only rely on tranquilizers every day. Otherwise, he would disorderly throw stuff and hit someone. I sought any medical treatment for him. From Chinese, Western medicine or health supplements. I tried those all on him. I had almost spent millions NT dollars. But there was still no hope. What my only hope was my son's recovery. But I still get setbacks from the doctor time and time again. The doctor told me there is no medicine for brain damage, and I should stop feeding my son indiscriminately. In the end, my son also gave up receiving medical treatment. I lost hope as well. But someday I met DAMMARANE. Finally there was a silver lining for me. Now my son has some words for you.
Hello. I am Lin Hui-Chin. Those what my dad said was the situation when I fell ill. It's uncontrollable when the outbreak of illness is on me. And I only relied on tranquilizers every day. Sometimes I punched on the wall. Here you can see the scars. And here are the scars caused by beating glass. I can show you some documents. This is disability identification. This is me. Every Friday I had to see the doctor. This is ID cards for severe illness. My disease is schizophrenia. It is also called psychosis. Then someday I met DAMMARANE. My father asked me to take this. But I said, no, you've already asked me to try a lot. I tried so many supplements before. And I constantly vomited after consuming them. However, my father begged for another chance. So I nearly took a dose of DAMMARANE. After 30 minutes, I had a severe headache, and it was so painful. Thus my father called someone. The person said that's the effect of self-repairing cells. At that time, I totally didn't believe it, so I said, I don't want to take it anymore. But Dr. Liu encouraged me. She suggested that I take it for just a week, and how miraculous it was. A week later, my brain worked distinctly. I didn't seem to have forgotten anything. I also didn't stutter when talking. I even gained weight, and ate and slept well. Thanks a lot to Manager Zhang and Professor Liu. I only took DAMMARANE for a week. But I recovered 80%. Not recover completely from sickness. But now I am restorative after being through for 2 years. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you all. Hope you can give yourself a chance. Give DAMMARANE a chance as well. Manager Zhang has ever said that. Don't be afraid to take it. You will feel the power of DAMMARANE. Thank you.